Hello, potato. You know what today is, or at least what today is if you're watching this the day this video comes out. It's Bowl Day. That's right. It's the day where we all head out to Kentucky Fried Chicken and get one of their famous bowls, also called the Sadness Bowl. Or, if you don't want to leave the house, then hopefully you went to the grocery store and picked up one of these. The Stouffer's Bowlfuls Fried Chicken and Mashed Potato Bowl with breaded white chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn, made with white meat chicken. It's got 23 grams of protein, but that's right, Stouffer's has come out with a knockoff of the KFC Famous Bowl. Now, I'm sure KFC didn't originate this, but they've been selling them for probably like a decade now. And so I'm going to call this a knockoff. And yep, there's cheese. There's cheese here, so we got just like a KFC Famous Bowl. 470 calories, which is actually not as bad as I would have thought. I would have thought this would be in the thousands. But it's not super deep, so there may not be that much in here. Now, of course, you look at this picture on the box here, and you know that this is not going to look like this when we cook it, because you have to stir it halfway through. But it would not be fair to judge this against a KFC bowl if I didn't have a KFC bowl to judge it against. So I did pop out KFC and picked up a Famous Bowl and, of course, a spork, because you can't go to KFC and not have a spork. So let's see what we're trying to look like here. Now, to be fair, my KFC is not the world's best KFC. Didn't even get a cookie with this. You're supposed to get a cookie with these, and it didn't come with one. But there's, I guess, what we're trying to go for here. So that's a fairly low bar. That doesn't look fantastic, does it? A lot of gravy, though. Gravy's always a good thing. So let's cover that up to preserve it as best we can so the fight is fair. And let's do our Stouffer's Bowl. I'm gonna be honest, I have a soft spot for Stouffer's when it comes to frozen foods. Kind of grew up on these a little bit. Back when not everybody had a microwave, we even still got the boil-in-the-bag ones. They had like boil-in-the-bag spaghetti and meatballs. I think I had meatballs. And then there was like, I think Chicken a la King was a boil-in-the-bag one. This is back for you young folks out there, you younger millennials and you Generation Zs, when TV dinners still came in metal racks. So you had to cook them in the oven when you had oven instructions for things, which you don't anymore. So what do we do here? So let's look at the instructions. Remove from the box. Done that. 4 minutes on high. Remove film, stir, recover, and cook again for 3 minutes, and then let stand for 1 minute. So we're going to do a little fast forwarding here. Let's pop it in there. Now, this is the first time I've used the microwave in here. So here's hoping everything goes well. If there's a sudden cut, it's probably because I blew the power. All right, 4 minutes. And hopefully you will just get this as a fast forward with maybe a little bit of music. Alright, there's our 4 minutes done. And I can tell you, it does smell of bowl in here. Ow. It's a little warm. Let's see if I can stir this up without... I guess I should have given you a shot of this before I put it in the microwave, huh? Well, you can kind of get a look at it now. Don't want to get too close to the camera there. Because I hear from y'all in the comments that you really love the camera's focus and my lack of control over it. A lot of good feedback on that trial by trolley videos. So, I mean, we can already tell, since I have to stir it up, that it's not going to look anything like the box. I mean, it already doesn't look anything like the box. So this is going to be, I mean, it's going to be based on flavors. Obviously, we have a different kind of chicken in here. Different kind of chicken than the KFC bowl, because we have kind of more of your kind of breaded, nuggety look here, as where the KFC bowl, am I still camera, is, of course, your KFC batter fried chicken or whatever they coat it in. So, I mean, we're not going to have the same experience. And, of course, this is not going to be crispy. Yeah, they're already not crispy. So let's stir this up. And you're not going to get that fun of maybe like digging in there and getting a bite of a layer of gravy and listen to ice. Still frozen. Sorry, layer of gravy and maybe a couple pieces of corn. It's going to all be pre-mixed together. And if you're somebody who does that with your famous bowls, then great. Or again, sadness bowls. I like mashed potatoes. I have a weak spot. I have a weak spot for a lot of things. This is why the void space here is full of so much crap. Probably giving you a really nice shot of my arm there. All right, so we're supposed to recover it and put it back in for another 3 minutes. And I don't know. I might just talk through that. I might not give you the courtesy of fast forward. You may just have to sit here and listen to me ramble for 3 minutes. Now, this is something I'm concerned with. If you watched back the old Just Crack an Egg and microwave pork rind videos, I had the same issue then of the microwave starting normally and then just really getting powered down. It still seems to cook fine. I'm not having an issue with like it heating things up. I'm just concerned with the whole dimming light and stuff. To be fair, I am running this on an extension cord because I don't have it plugged in here into my office. Because I already have lights and stuff on here, which I've actually noticed you can see one of them here. I don't usually have a reflective surface here, and you can see one of my my lights. This room is pitch black pretty much with those lights off. These lights do a really good job. I still want to maybe get them to bounce the lights off from above a little bit, just to direct it down a little more onto here. You know, without creating too much shadow, but that's for the future. I really suppose the next thing I should tackle is probably the camera here. I should get a camera that can focus on its own and doesn't shut off after like 15 minutes of recording. So I'm probably going to put a jump at the end of this anyways. I'm not only going to make you sit through 3 minutes of watching the microwave and me rambling, but I'm then going to put a jump cut at the end of it, which may not even be noticeable if I didn't say anything. Just to make sure this doesn't cut off in the middle of my talking as we're actually trying this thing. But yeah, Stouffer's is Stouffer's is probably my go-to for frozen food if I want to spend Stouffer's kind of money, if I'm not like looking for banquet money or budget gourmet. Is it still called budget gourmet, or is it just called budget now? I don't know. But I grew up on like frozen dinners. I do really like the Stouffer's mac and cheese. The lasagna's okay, but the mac and cheese, that's like my gold standard for mac and cheese. Sorry, Kraft, but yeah, Stouffer's mac and cheese, got that sauce in there. It's good stuff. Got another 43 seconds to fill here, don't I? What can we talk about? You gonna watch the big game today? I watch for the commercials, and that's kind of outdated now. I mean, I know it sounds like a kind of a hipstery thing to say, I think, but it's kind of outdated now because I can just like watch those on YouTube. I can watch those on YouTube right after recording this. I don't even need to wait for the game to start. I can watch them while you're watching this, assuming you're watching this before the game. And got 14 more seconds here. What can we talk about for 10 seconds? I've got a few videos already recorded, so if I spill gravy on this, you'll know which ones I recorded before this and which ones I record immediately after it, because there'll be gravy on here. But hopefully I won't make a mess. All right. Oh, so let's stand for 1 minute, didn't it? Let's leave it there for a minute. I have another minute to fill. Let's put our KFC bowl over here while we're waiting. Oh, actually, no. This is where I'll put my jump cut. So hold on just a second. You probably won't even be able to tell. And there it was. Could you tell? I can't tell. I can't tell now. future me doing the editing might be able to tell, but I can't tell. So if I didn't say anything at all, you might not even have noticed. All right, so yep, I made you sit through 3 minutes of it cooking. Well, actually, technically I made you sit through all 7 of it, but 4 minutes of it was fast forwarded. And then I let you off from the minute of it just resting. Letting those temperatures carry over, because this is fine cooking here. And I have to say that looks magical, doesn't it? I mean, I wasn't impressed with the appearance of my KFC bowl, but that looks like dog food. Don't want to spill. It's very hot though. Definitely hot. This microwave puts out good heat, even when it seems to be dying. Alright, we got our KFC bowl. So let's get our visual here. Let's get our visual of these two magical monuments of modern cuisine. Aren't they lovely? I don't think you can see them all that well in the camera because it's kind of low down. But let's bring them close in. Extreme close. So this is getting kind of cool now. It's been a few minutes since I bought it. You can see we've got our chicken, we've got gravy, we've got cheese. Didn't seem like there was very much cheese in there. It was on the box, and I saw some when I was stirring it up, but you can't tell now. It's all stirred up. It's very mushy, but then again, so is KFC mashed potatoes when it comes from powder. That's gonna happen. And then being frozen. I mean, you could make one of these yourself. Just buy some popcorn chicken and a jar of gravy and some can of corn. All right, let's try these things. Let's try our contender first. There's like, what, 4 pieces of chicken in here. So you get a lot more chicken in this. And I don't know how much these are actually selling for. We bought them at Sam's Club. Yeah, I fell for something there again. It was like $5 or $6 for 4 of them. I figured, why not try them? Nothing else. It would be a good video. Where's the chicken? Let me find a piece of chicken. Let's get the whole thing in one mouthful here. Rubbery chicken. The spork does not want to go through it. All right. All right. Magic shot. Out of focus, I'm sure. Well, hot. Well, it's definitely heated all the way. Flavor's not bad. There's definitely no crunch to that chicken. But I mean, I didn't really expect there to be. Not when it's frozen and microwaved in a steam pot there with mashed potatoes and corn. I don't think I got any corn. Let's try that. Corn's a little mushy, but that's not abnormal for frozen corn. All right, let's try the kernel. See, you can get like, just get some potato and some corn, just like in little like layers, not mixed together. Lots of cheese. That's going to be, I think, be a big difference. Again, out of focus close up. Well, no crunch there either because it's been sitting in the little container for a while. Much better flavor. You got those kernel spices in there. And you can definitely taste the difference between the two. I must say the potatoes, I think, are a little bit better quality here. They aren't as oozy, but then again, I haven't stirred this up like I had to stir that up. And our corn. Corn's got a little more crunch to it because it probably came out of a can instead of being frozen. But yeah, I mean, this is... Now, it doesn't look like it, but this is food. This is work lunch. This is something you bring to work for lunch. And then wonder what you're doing with your life. While your coworkers go out and buy food and you sit there and eat this because you want to save a few dollars. Because you have blind bags to buy to do videos on. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll end up eating the rest of these. But probably, like I said, for work lunches, I don't see coming home from a long day in the office and cooking up one of these as my meal for the day. Definitely cheaper, because like I said, it's like 4 of these for like 7 or 8, but that's at Sam's Club. I have no idea how much they would be in a proper grocery store. And I'm assuming, from the name, bowl fills, this is going to be a brand. I'm guessing we're going to see more of these. So I'll be interested if they do like a chicken teriyaki one or one with broccoli. I would try those. I would try those again. Work lunches. You always need stuff to eat at work, just to fuel you through the rest of the day, because you can't live on just coffee. But that'll do it. Yeah, I'm not going to say I recommend these, especially not over this. I'm not a huge KFC fan either. But I have a thing about eating off of bones, and that kind of precludes me from fried chicken unless I want their strips, and their strips are mostly breading. The bowls are good, but just something unsatisfying about them, not having a side, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I think I've rambled enough here. The Stouffer's Bowlful. Eat it if you want. It's not better than KFC. You can't beat the Colonel. It's frozen. It looks like it's already been eaten, kind of. As where this, you kind of have the bowl effect. And you get more stuff here. I mean, you have a lot more chicken, a lot more corn, a lot more gravy. This is just, I can see why this is famous, especially if this is the competition. So that'll do it. Go eat something equally unhealthy, but probably better. Enjoy your sport ball game. It's the somebody versus the somebody else. I'll be watching the commercials. And I will see you next week with another video. Maybe even in focus. Who knows? Oh my god, I almost forgot. They cut your YouTube channel if you don't say this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe!